Racing was at the Gold Coast last Saturday. The track played probably on the wetter side of a good four into the five. I think they dead set come off the fence. So you didn't want to be in that 4 to 5 lane pad. You needed to get the momentum off the corner and come into the race down the middle. So going back to race one, this is probably the race that, or the horse that we should be following out of this race, is Shogun Sun. Now, he was on the inside part of the track. It was early stages in the race one, so it wasn't as bad as what it was a bit later. But he just seems to be a nice horse improving, especially with this wet weather around. I think he's got a really good wet weather action, and he'll be very strong around the 1350, 1400 mark if they step him up in distance next time. So he's definitely one to follow. I thought the favourite Miss X Factor went pretty good, led, fought on quite well. The sectionals were about even, first and last sectional, so she didn't do too bad a job, but definitely Shogun Sun. He's just a nice horse improving. When he won at Eagle Farm 2 starts ago, he was strong on the line, but he was suited, whereas on Saturday he wasn't that suited and he powered to the line strong the last little bit, so follow him. In race two, poor race this one, stay out of this race. I don't think there'll be any form come out of here. The speed was quite okay, and the sectionals, the last sectional was only fair, so I think Leader did an okay job. We tipped him, but I think it was just this field that he was able to beat. They were pretty poor. Going into race three, Magnitude, another one, we tipped this one. Got out to about $6.50 or something like that. It was nice odds, considering his previous run when come along the worst part of the track. Again, beat nothing. There's nothing in this race. The speed was right on. He was able to take off at the right time, maybe a little bit early, but he got into the race and he was able to hold them off with a big weight. So it was a solid win, but again, these horses aren't much good. Into race four, Dylan's Luck, we were against it. It shortened up in the market. Just doesn't handle the wet, this horse. I was surprised the market came for it. Land Office, we were tipping it if it was right. The market really forced in at one stage, but then it blew like steam the last bit, so it really wasn't ready. Went okay, come up on the inside part of the track where the worst part, and fought on quite well. So maybe next time. He did win second up last time, I think it was at Caloundra. So he's possibly one to follow. He's definitely going to improve. Going into race five, won by Brazen Moss. We were pretty keen on this horse. Byrne rode it perfectly. The speed was quite good, about 3.5 lengths above average. So he was parked midfield and he took off at the right time, Byrne. It was just a perfect ride, and this was his race, or was her race, and I think going forward, it's one of those horses that needs everything to fall in place. A very in and out type of horse, and we were lucky enough to find it on the right day. Away from them, Charcuterie didn't go too bad. It ran on quite well on the inside part, but again, the pace shape of the race was suiting it. On to race six, Transporter. Well, it's a hard horse to catch that one. This is a terrible race. We had something on Fast Arrow each way. We thought it had a nice chance. I think he probably should have won. The pace was on and suited it, but on the point of the corner when it was just starting to come into the race, it just dipped, run into the backside or something, and just lost momentum. He had to pick it up again, come to the outside, and ran on okay. And I just think Griffin, if he could have got through, coming through on the turn, he probably would have won, or given it a nice shake anyway. But out of that race, nothing to follow, and I'd rather bet against these type of horses next time. Race 7 was won by Upstart Pride. Geez, he went along very quickly here and just kept going. The way the races were run, it's a pretty good win. He set it up for something to swoop down the outside and knock it off. Only Jopar really ran on strongly, and Jopar's a 9-year-old or something, so I think the race isn't much good, but Upstart Pride is going quite well. If he gets onto a sort of a fast track or a good track, I think he'll run quickly and run time again. So I think he'll go a little bit better on the dry, if anything. Race 8, we backed Jade Tom. We threw something on it and our BB. Jade Tom, geez, it was a big go. It was sort of $14, $16 early in the week and come into about six to seven. Don't give up on it. It went very good. The sectionals were against it. It worked hard. I thought it would be sitting midfield and then come into the race. That was its position, and if it had done that, I think it would have given this race a shake. He had to work, and he kept on pushing forward for some reason, and through those fast sectionals, it had no hope at the finish, and fought on not too bad. Our BB just going well, nothing wrong with its win, just slowly improving and going well. It was suited though. Same with Tie Zone, perfect position, came out and just battled on quite well. It was just a solid run, but I think the weight rise just weighed it down a little bit. It's not a really big horse either, but it's going okay. But out of that meeting, I think the first and the last ones are the ones to follow. Jade and Tom, definitely, and the best of the meeting would be Shogun's Son. Good luck next time.